Yo, what's happening? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, Bizak, with another Clizak. And I want to use the Antonio Brown situation as a backdrop for something that's very prevalent in the lives of black men, and that being protecting your reputation and protecting your image and your profile. Because people of various stripes will use certain strategies to pigeonhole you in a particular profile or put a certain jacket on you, you know. And once they are successful with putting that particular image on you and pigeonholing you in a particular corner, then they can enact other strategies to manipulate the way your life turns out. For instance, like in the case of Antonio Brown, right? He made various mistakes throughout his career, whether it was with Pittsburgh, New England, certain situations where I believe he allegedly threw furniture off of like a 3, 4, 5 story high rise in Miami and just getting on high speed chases with the cops and all this. Just a lot of shit that really muddied his image. Then you compound that with things that went on with his occupation, whether that be on the field incidents or incidents that transpired in the locker room. By the time he got to Tampa Bay, he was already, how you say, he was already, the profile was already out on him. And that profile being, look, this brother's crazy. So if anything, let's say tempestuous transpires with this brother, it's always going to be his fault because he's crazy. Now, this is why the reason why I never spoke on the Antonio Brown situation when it first initially happened is because I kind of knew what was going on, in a sense that let me wait and see all sides of the story. Let me wait and see how this story transpires, because I'm not going to be so quick as to castigate this brother by saying, well, see, he's just acting like a spoiled narcissistic, child, because for whatever reason he didn't get his way, so he just stormed off the field in the middle of a game. It was more to that, and I knew it had to be more to that. Now, the initial report was he was told to go into the game, and he refused to go in. So the head coach told him, well, you're not a part of this team anymore. You need to go. Then the second story came out where he had certain incentives to where if he made a certain amount of catches and certain amount of touchdowns and what have you, that he would get a salary bonus. And I said, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because why would a professional why would he deny going into the game and engaging in his profession if there weren't more to it? But then a third story came out saying that he had an injury that he was trying to really, nurse, because he didn't want to put himself in a bad stead going forward. Now, I can see the brother having an ankle injury, and it might have been cool in the start of the game, but then by the third quarter, he kind of tweaked and was like, you know what, let me go ahead and let me get off this motherfucker. Because if I keep going, I feel myself, I could really further injure this. And it was sad to see certain brothers in the black manosphere and on social media, certain TikTokers just got on and just really put the strap to that brother's back. And I just sat back and I'm like, man, it's got to be more to the story. Now, in AB's case, if it is true that he knew about AB's injury and he told him to go into the game and AB denied it because of said injury, and then he threatened to kick him off the team because he refused to go in, then that's a case to where Bruce Arian himself knows the profile in the public perception of AB, and he's trying to attempt to use that against him to manipulate him and to get him to do what he wants him to do, even if it's not at the best interest of AB. You get what I'm saying? And brothers need to be conscious of this, because this shit doesn't just happen to AB. This happens to brothers in the regular life. You know, like for instance, I got into a situation, I want to say probably 6 months back, right? It's my first field exercise, and I'm in the field, got my game face on, game day, game face, game today. And this particular gentleman comes up to me, and this is exactly what he says. He says, "Are you okay?" Really in a infantilizing manner. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to baby me, as if my austere demeanor means that something is wrong with me and that I need to be babied. And I took offense to that, because I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking grown ass man. I'm older than you, damn near 10 years older than you, and I'm way harder at PT than you. So like, this shit ain't nothing. Like, I'm hard as fuck. I stay hard, you know? So I told him, I said, "What do you want from me? You you want me to be walking around here in the field smiling like a Chester cat? Would that make you more comfortable?" And I kind of patronized him by putting on this exaggerated smile, like, "Does this make you feel more comfortable? Is this good? Is this good?" I kind of patronized his ass because I knew the fool shit he was on, you know, and he got offended by that. He got offended that I knew what the fuck he was up to. So fast forward, after the field exercise, I'm on this particular duty, this watch, and I'm on it by myself. And he comes up to me, and he comes up there, he gets wind that I'm up there. And he comes and he tries, D'Souza, I was just trying to, be nice. I said, "No, you wasn't, motherfucker. No, you wasn't. You could have just said good morning. You good? All right, let's kick ass." And just kept it fucking pushing. But you out here trying to infantilize me like I'm some sort of child. And if I'm not smiling and shucking and jiving like some of the other black soldiers in our unit, then there must be something wrong with me. Oh my goodness, D'Souza has an attitude problem because, he's not dancing like Johnson is. Johnson comes to formation every day. He's always smiling, got this big Kool-Aid smile on his fucking face, and he's always dancing and shucking and jiving. Well, since he's not acting like Johnson, then there must be something wrong with him. Or if he's not conducting himself in a similar manner like Davis does, then there's something wrong with him. Why isn't he being as approachable and happy-go-lucky like Johnson and Davis is? And I pointed out to this man. I said, "Man, you trying to make me out to be the big angry black guy." He said, "Well, no, I'm not, D'Souza. No, I'm not." "Yes, you are, man. Yes, you are." I said, "Look, man, I'm 35, 36, 37 years old, man. I've been around the motherfucking block. I've been walking in this skin. I've been this size since I was 17, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 20 years I've been this size, walking in this skin. I know when a motherfucker trying to play me. I know when a motherfucker trying to put a particular jacket on me and trying to paint me out to be the big angry black guy. And if he was successful with putting that jacket on me, then every little incident that I have with another soldier, whether I'm right or not, I'm always gonna I'm always gonna take the blame because I'm the big angry black guy. You see how that works? So let's say I get into a spat with Private fucking Jingleheimer, and Private Jingleheimer could have been dead wrong. But I have the public reputation of being the big angry black guy, so automatically Private Jingleheimer is gonna get the benefit of the doubt, and the fucking hammer is gonna come down on me. You see what I'm saying? So when he tried to set me up the way he tried to set it up, I let him know, look, motherfucker, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I'm hip to that shit. And I think that, and it's kind of similar to collectively, we as black men collectively have a poor image to where we have been allowed to be funneled in this particular corner to where when certain instances arise, the other party involved always gets the benefit of the doubt. It's kind of like if you're walking, or let's say you're at McDonald's, right? And you see a black man, and a woman is like screaming on him, whether she's a black woman or a white woman, whatever. But let's just use black women. Let's just use a black woman for instance. The black woman is just going fucking apoplectic, cussing them out, you know, doing all the gesticulations, patting her weave and waving her fingers and shit, waving her hands and pointing her fingers like, nigga, you ain't. The first motherfucker, 9 times out of 10, is gonna step to both of them. They're gonna ask the man, what did you do to her? What did you do to her? Without even knowing the backstory. The backstory, the fucking Boom Quisha could have been the culprit behind the whole thing. She could be the motherfucker that's in the wrong. But you automatically assume that the brother's in the wrong because we have a poor image. We've been funneled into this particular corner. We allow certain motherfuckers, certain demographics of people to put a certain jacket on us. And when they do that, then, like I said, they can use that to manipulate us and get us in situations to where they can manipulate the situation to where we come out on the losing end. You know what I mean? So after my situation, I knew that I had to, walk circumspectly, but at the same time, still keep an austere seriousness about me because that's just who I am. I don't play no fucking games because just like Johnson and Davis, who are all happy-go-lucky, who all got smiles on their face, yeah, they're dancing and smiling and shit, but that leaves the door open for motherfuckers to try them. I've seen other soldiers come up to them and try to bully them and try to punk them and try to take little jabs at them. They know they can't step to me with that shit because they know I don't play that shit. They know, hey, D'Souza is a serious motherfucker. So I can't come up to him and levy some offhanded, disrespectful remark because there could be some consequences behind it, you know? But at the same time, I had to kind of carry myself in a way to where I had to let it be known that I wasn't the big angry black guy. I was the big serious, austere black guy, yes, but not the big angry black guy, you know. And it's kind of similar. This kind of ties into the Raji Black situation. Like I said, I'm a quick disclaimer once again because I spoke on this in a prior video. I don't condone what he did. I don't. And there are many mistakes that he made that put himself in this predicament, similar to AB. AB made a lot of foibles that allowed motherfuckers to funnel him into a particular corner, you know. But just like the Raji Black situation, where his ex-wife was alleging that he was abusive to her and sexually abusing the children and what have you, you'll find this a lot. That's the number one tactic of a miserable baby mama when it comes to, excuse me, when it comes to a custody dispute of some sort. They do this shit all the my baby mama tried to put that abusive jacket on me. She tried it. She tried it. But you know, I made sure that I kept my emotions in check to where I wouldn't overextend, you know, because what I found out, well, before I get to that, just just to speak on the Raji Black situation, yeah, she put that jacket on that brother and was like, "You abusing the kids, you sexually abusing the kids, you abusing me," and there was probably some things to where she levied some false accusations on her, and then he extended himself and probably said some things he shouldn't have said in a text message, acted out of character in front of people who seen it, you know, and then her story, even if it was fabricated or not, could have been more believable because now you have documentation of it and you got other people, other eyewitnesses that can attest to you losing your cool emotionally, you know. So you never overextend. When you see a motherfucker trying to bait you into an emotional windstorm, you always got to keep your cool. It's like what Ice Cube said. When it's sink or swim, you got to think to win. You know? Just a quick aside, I was talking to my daughter the other day, and I'm asking her about her schooling and whatnot and how she's coming along as far as counting and writing and all that. And I asked her, what's 7 plus 3? And she just started guessing. 5, 4, 6, 8. And I had to stop her. I said, you guessing. You guessing. You guessing. Stop guessing. Think. Stop guessing and think. And she stopped and she paused for a few seconds. And then she said, 10. I said, how'd you know that? She said, I counted them out on my fingers. I said, see, you got to think. You got to think. So brothers need to make sure that they got their storm in check. You got to control your storm. You know, I know when you let that storm out, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to exercise that raw primal power. It really does. But at the same time, you got to be mindful of the fallout. That's why I like, myself personally, I like to hit the heavy bag. You know, I've been hitting heavy bags since I was 17 years old. I like hitting heavy. I like to exercise that primal, aggressive side of me in a constructive way. You know? But yeah, like I said, brothers got to be mindful to never overextend. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure there are more details to come on the Antonio Brown situation that we don't know about. But also, brothers, don't be so quick to castigate a brother. Because even if he has a certain reputation about him, because he might have been maneuvered into that particular situation, into that particular reputation, and now when he was successfully maneuvered there, motherfuckers use that against him and try to manipulate him. Us as black men, we know that there are two main demographics that use this strategy against us. They try to put a certain jacket on us, and when they successfully put that certain jacket on us, then they can manipulate us and, you know, for their means and to our detriment. Those two demographics being white men and black women. You know, white men they try to put the jacket of us being lazy or big angry black men and whatnot, and they do this in the workplace and just in your everyday comings and goings. They try to put that jacket on you. The black women try to put the "are you dusty, good for nothing, lazy, don't take care of your kids, philanderer." You know, they use the same tactic. They use the same tactic, and the tactic is implemented into controlling us and manipulating us. Not all white men and black women do this, but it's enough of them, at least from my perspective. You know, but yeah, I'm kind of rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one to bed. Man, get up on that.